We rocking.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Danza. Just one of the many faces of the machine known as the Danza Project. Please do me a favor if you rock with us. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn those notifications.
We got that boy Charleston White versus Wack100. You feel me? This shit just dropped. Right here, man, we getting straight to it. The internet's most wanted collab. Wack100 versus Charlie White. Stop playing, man. Let's get straight to this banger, man. Shout out Danza Project with this banger, man. Yeah. That boy brought them boys together, face to face. You know this shit finna go crazy. And they ops. They in the same rap community, but
I don't buy it.
Skip too much. Hold on.
Ones that I'm very questionable about is this. One of the ones that I'm very questionable about is this Nipsey Hussle video.
What about
I don't buy it.
Oh, you know I got a little thing I do. I just tell you put some money up.
How much money you want me to put up?
Whatever you want to put up. How many you want to see is like about 15 different text messages, probably like 10, 12 videos. How many of them you want to see?
I mean,
Wack100, stop playing. He got it all, man.
What?
5 bands.
Per video?
I went to trial.
You didn't go to trial.
I went to trial.
I
went to trial. He went to trial. I went to trial.
No, you didn't go to trial.
I went to trial in 92. He went to trial in 93.
No, you already took no deal.
I didn't take a deal. I went to trial.
What you mean, bro? What the fuck? He trying to switch it up again, bro. You just told us you told on say cheese, bro.
The juvenile trial, it got 12 years.
Big U, I've been knowing Big U since 2004, right? I didn't know this in the 90s. Guess what? It's his homies sending me that. I wouldn't know where to get it from. I don't know it exists, but they so scared to say it because they think he gonna tell on them because he got a snitch jacket.
This is a new episode of the Danza Project, something different that I wanted to do. I wanted to bring 2 very notable figures on the platform. There's a difference between me and the way I operate versus other people, and the main difference is I'm a professional dude.
Oh, y'all, appreciate you for the sub.
Right? Besides all the trolling shit that both of y'all are very capable of doing. At the end of the day, behind that, there's some real men behind.
So how long you been with your girl?
7 years.
So what you was doing with old girl last week at the Fountain Blue?
Oh yeah, this guy.
I was just
seeing what's up.
Look, this ain't no street. You know, you cheating. That ain't.
That Fort Worth.
I was just seeing what was up. I was just seeing what was up.
Okay, well, I mean, I want to see how professional you.
She had a fat ass. I wanted to see what was up. Yeah. One thing.
I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but we got the content. I sent it to you. Got it right.
Yeah, I got it.
You're talking about content, right? You do.
I sent it to you. You got it right.
A lot of content.
Yeah.
That's that boy word right there, boy. I sent it to you. Got it. He wants you to talk about it, so it could be like, oh, he ain't snitched. But it's some first time this bitch finna hit the internet ever, right here. He dropping the info.
One of the ones that I'm very questionable about is this Nipsey Hussle video.
What about?
I don't buy it.
Oh, you know I got a little thing I do. I just tell you put some money up.
How much money you want me to put up?
Whatever you want to put up. How many you want to see is like about 15 different text messages, probably like 10, 12 videos. How many of them you want to see?
I mean, I got 5 on it.
5 what?
5 bands.
Per video?
Nah, hell no. I want to see if there's any truth to it. You believe it?
That ain't no question we trying to talk about nobody.
No. I done repeated it, so obviously I believe it. So I done went and repeated it, so obviously I believe it.
So here go the thing, right? This is real shit. Sometimes you gotta dissect certain things, right?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. I told you who the players were in the video, right? I said it's a dude from Louisiana, Nip, and his baby mama, right? You think after all these years the baby mama wouldn't have stood up and said something if I was bullshit?
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
So when he said it, I said some shit about the character trying to explain some shit, and my life been threatened.
What you mean? What you mean?
You know when I said Nip, but not earrings. So I explained that, and my life was threatened. When this came out and said that, I sat back and said, man, they finna kill that. if he lying, they finna do something to that.
So let me ask you a question.
And ain't nobody done
What's
nothing.
your issue with? Look, I don't got it. That's his sexual preference.
That boy got
Diddy up
pressed.
here wildin'.
Yeah.
He finna let people
Nah,
know he was
Charleston.
hitting Nip baby mama. You see, it's coming out because you know Cassie and her was best friends. So when a playing like the way Diddy playing, this is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right there.
Did it everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman,
that I don't disagree with.
listen,
They
listen,
come on.
you think if Diddy told Cassie make that happen with Laura, it wasn't gonna happen? You heard Nip?
I think they have incredible power. I would doubt nothing that comes out of that camp over there. I doubt
Okay,
nothing.
so that's what I'm saying.
We learn more shit than we ever needed.
But my question to you is, because outside of his sexual preference, what problem did you have with Nip?
He a rolling 60s neighborhood crip, which is a detrimental organization to Black America.
Okay, now hold on. So will the kids listen to somebody that's not that, even though they're into that, to keep them from being that, or will they listen from the individual that's telling them not to be that, and you could do something different? Look at me.
That individual. That's only a small portion of our kids that's going into that. Most of our kids aren't going into that. Maybe in LA, in those small LA, Chicago, but outside of those two entities, our kids aren't automatically
Rolling
going into
60s
that.
deep as a mother in Texas.
But our
Oh, they
kids,
not?
but I would have never got exposed to it if I didn't never go to the boys' home. I would have never known nothing about rolling 60s had I never went to the boys' home.
Where was it located?
In the rural area,
Of Texas, right?
yeah, of Texas.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
My son don't know nothing about rolling 60s.
so is it Nipsey's fault that he come up the way he come up?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just know before Nipsey died, I seen him slapping a guy that's trying to record him and his girl, which you a celebrity. I heard him say, I'm a Crip before I'm anything. Not that I'm a man, not that I'm a father. I heard him say, I'm a Crip before anything. So once I started listening to him, I heard a song where he say, I'm gonna turn all these bitches into lesbians. Now,
I didn't hear that song.
Now, it's on.
So at that point, you became an advocate for women.
I don't give a fuck about women.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
just-
We know.
I don't-
The same women you say
Hold
you
on,
go-
no. Let me
you
finish.
talking about?
You asked
We
me about
know.
Nip. Nigga,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said, I'm gonna turn all these bitches. And I'm saying, I got a daughter. So when I see them, I don't like gang members. Gang members don't do a motherfucking thing for black people, but kill other black people. During the police shooting, the gang members ain't rising up like that daddy did to go kill nothing. When it's time to, when the Mexicans do something to us, he saying, so I'm saying, he gang member. He just so happened to be one of them gang members. So when I go to his funeral, I find out why are people in my city celebrating this. I ain't never heard his songs or nothing. Don't know nothing about this.
Stop right there. I was one to say, and Biggie Smalls said it, you nobody till somebody kills you. Because Nip dropped his album 2019, right?
Yeah.
No, 2018. He died 2019,
Yeah.
right? So that first year, album did 50, 60,000 copies, okay? Even when he got killed, it still took another year after the death for it to reach platinum. If the boom, the persona that we saw from the world was real, it wasn't just no BS, that thing would have been platinum overnight.
So when I go to the funeral, I'm sitting and I'm listening because I'm here to find out who is this Nip guy. So I don't hear nobody really say Nipsey. I hear Earmiss. So when Lauren London's son got up there and said, last night, Earmiss came to me in a dream and he was in heaven. And he said, what's up, killer? So when this kid gave this detailed description of Earmiss, homie, it blew my mind. I put the blunt out and
Well, he was your father.
I started paying attention. So then Lauren London spoke about him. So I said, nah, homie, Nipsey was a character like the WWE. This guy was intelligent. And then I got to talk to Big Syke after the funeral. Big Syke gave me a ride back to the house. Big Syke said Nip came up to him when he was about 11 years old and said, big homie, why you gangbang? And he said, I gangbang because I was born to. He said Nip told him at 11, he don't have the name Nip yet, big homie, when I grow up, I'm gonna change the hood. Kid grew up to change the hood. So I fell in love with Earmus.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
So that's so I'm painting
Oh,
a
okay, I
picture.
get
These
it.
rappers ain't who we think
Hey,
they are.
nah,
If
nigga.
I'm looking from afar, I'm thinking Nip is a hardcore neighborhood roller, but nigga, this nigga was a compassionate guy. So I'm trying to show the kids, yeah, what we see in these personas, but it's a flip side of a coin to these.
Well, do you think Denzel's a snitch?
What a pepper spray at, Charleston?
I don't know.
Well, he played one in American Gangster.
I don't think that, but
But
the
I'm
kids
saying he
was-
played one American
so,
Gangster.
but
So
hold on.
why can't...
Charleston
No,
looks
no, no, no,
scared
no,
or I'm
no,
tripping?
no. Because our kids think these are the personas. I f- with kids. I ain't talking to grown
So
folks.
what kids you talking about? You talking about the
What
kids
is it? We
in the
know
group homes?
what
No.
actors-
What you mean
I don't know
by
what
that?
kids you
Actors
talking. I'm talking about the kids I know.
My son...
I don't know your son. I'm talking about the kids in my neighborhood.
But what do your son think?
My son know not to think. 'Cause he been taught all that bullshit on TV.
So is it on the rappers or is it on the parents?
It's on the parents.
So, question I have for you with this same thing. You
What?
you also are a father. And
Hell yeah.
when you hear messages,
I'm a
Charleston
daddy
cap
too.
for real,
Father
bro.
just biological shot you out. Daddy who take care of you.
For real.
Now, when you talk about
Talking about
being
F
a
for
father,
baby. He was
being
just talking
a
about he
dad,
don't care about
right? And you hear a
ladies.
message like Charleston's.
Or
Do you
kids.
agree with his message, knowing that you don't want that for the kids?
No, I'm told even he know that. I'm told I tell the kids to go to police academy, goddamn military school, trade school. I tell them gang banging is the dumbest, stupidest thing I could have ever done. I don't regret it because it
Nah, because you want the boys to be informers like you. That part of your contract. Don't do that, boy. Don't try to sauce it up now. Like, nah, the life ain't. Nah, the life. You right about what you about to say, but don't act like that's the real reason, nah. The real reason is your contract.
it got me to where I'm at today. Right? I went through what I went through to understand it. But
now you
I don't
preaching
think
right here, though.
gang banging is healthy
It
for
ain't healthy.
nobody in
For
no
nobody.
shape, form, or fashion.
No.
At all. All the cap that is there to protect the community, nah, that ain't what it's there for because
It ain't protect-
if we
nah.
even look at what we do, majority gangs claim a park, right? Who the park was created for?
The kids.
Okay, now if you got a bunch of grown dudes in the park who then went across the way and put some work in 2 nights before, where they know where to come retaliate at.
Yeah.
So now you got a bunch of grown cats bringing the problem to the park, and now we got little Eddie hit over here, 9 years old, because he in the sandbox, right? So everything that they do is really a violation. But I guess what? Majority of
He said he
these
a killer
gangs, the rules were started by somebody
Yeah, in
with
his
an
hood.
8th grade education.
That boy just
This
a rat.
is just what's real, and it's selective politicking all the way through. What's wrong for him is right for him because he got the bag. What's right for him is wrong for him because who his uncle is.
Informant
So
rap.
it ain't really no structure. It ain't nothing about it. I didn't really start growing in the mind until I left the hood and started to see the world.
But what got me here, he was killed by his own kind.
Well, Boosie called that. Boosie told everybody years ago.
He was killed by his own kind. And it ain't been no retribution or retaliation or no ill will toward the kind that killed him.
Well, how could it be when that's the nature of they block? They got a saying over there.
You ain't a real one till you kill me.
That's a fact.
So now with you got
That is the lamest gang right there. Like, boy, you ain't really in our gang. The game that you wanted to be in so bad until you backdoor one of us. Huh? What the fuck? Whoa. So you just signed yourself up to get your ass backdoor by one of these just cause your ass just said they gotta take your ass out. Now that what they heard. They heard take your ass out. Goofy. Till you backdoor one of your own, which supposed to be your new brothers, families, whatever the case may be, you ain't a real six. So I heard Brick Baby say that. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense now. Nah, it make perfect sense.
a stigma on your name given to you by the internet, and people want the internet, and they say,
What's the stigma?
You know that's the new generation said that, because the old generations, the one he talking about supposed to protect the neighborhood and shit, I'm pretty sure the protect the neighborhood or kinders was not on no damn backdooring each other. Like, what is backdooring each other gonna do to protect the neighborhood? Huh?
They say Wack100 is the police.
I'm out of police.
They say you're the police.
Nate
Because I know a
Boone.
lot.
Because you
the
know a
info.
lot. So
I
tell
know
me,
they got
a lot of info.
Yeah, tell me
Alright,
what
say
it is
less.
about,
We gonna
because
check 'em out.
I had a conversation with Taxstone. And I know you heard the conversation because he's
No,
like,
you know,
he's
I
like, I
don't-
heard Dan's mom got a red mouth. And I'm like, look, listen, Farouk from the Nation of Domination is coming at me.
So Tax Tone is a dude back in like 2015. He started to use my name. I didn't even know. I still don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
He just started saying my name, right? And I'm gonna be real. I don't give a lot of people credit and props if you got on saying another dude's name. If you got on being who you are. You know how I found out who he was? I thought he was the manager of this little dude they dropped the paperwork on. Remember the little rapper out of Philly, the East Coast or something?
Yeah, Pop Hunter.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I saw him defending him. So I automatically thought this must be the manager. So I said something. This how me and his back and forth. I didn't know who Charleston White was, right? So he
trying to diss Charleston right now.
He didn't start it with me. He
Charleston bigger than you now. It's
because
crazy.
of what I said. But when it comes to information, I'm gonna be real. I've been an information guy since I was yay big in the neighborhood. You get what I'm saying?
We know.
Depending on what role or position you play on your block, depending on your level of information you dealing with. I don't give a damn if it was football, basketball, whatever it was. I was always the captain of the team. My little neighborhood clique, where we was on bicycles, writing.
You know, he sound like he really the little badass, little nosy jit, always trying to be around, got his nose stuck up in something he don't need to have it in. All in grown folk business. Trying to claim like this nigga was the varsity leader and all that. I thought he was a gangster. We had time to do all this.
Skateboard, nailing the milk crate to the skateboard.
You had a lot of life.
The one to figure out where we gonna get the crates from. And guess what that took? Information. So I'm always a guy that's gonna talk to the right people, right? To be able to get the information I need. Now,
Vlad.
When I started the exposure stigma,
Adam 22.
I knew what I was doing. I got a slew of shit from the women from the federal penitentiary. I ain't even let go yet. Cause it's more telling on them than anything. So what they do, my number been leaked on the internet for 9 years. I never change it. So guess what? They sent it to me. Yeah. I don't even, I wake up, man, I got so much stuff. If I mention somebody, the dude who don't like you or who woman you took or who you owe some money or whoever it is at work they sent it to me. This is how I get my information. Majority of it, if it's coming from a neighborhood, it's from your neighborhood. Big U, I've been knowing Big U since 2004, right? I didn't know this in the 90s. Guess what? It's his homies sending me that. I wouldn't know where to get it from. I don't know it exists, but they so scared to say it because they think he gonna tell on them because he got a snitch jacket. Right. They like, yo, he told on this dude Eddie Boy in 92. I don't know this shit. So you know what they do? They give us Eddie Boy number. We call Eddie Boy. 600 go down there and meet him.
That was gonna be my question. When your source is the enemy, how do you filter what's real and what's not?
But what's the enemy?
You can't be ashamed of what you done.
You can't be ashamed.
You can't be ashamed of what you done.
See, you gotta remember, in other places like you from Florida, right? See, I'm gonna warn y'all now. He know this. Don't think that Crip and Blood shit means his enemy in California.
Okay.
Oh no, that ain't to be together.
I said that because you said the enemy of such and such would contribute that information.
Well, you
not
gotta.
That you found it, but they bringing it to you.
Let's say like right, me and you getting into it online, right, and your cousin over there, you done whooped his ass 8 years ago. He don't like you, but he knows something about you. He sends it to me. I don't know how to contact your people. Half the information I got don't got nothing to do with the law. Now the paperwork we pull, paperwork is public record. The number one thing that y'all...
Now, I don't got nothing against when you get paperwork now. Like you said, that's public records. But the other shit you be doing, sending through text messages and shit, come on now, that's just Wack100.
Don't realize works against you is a phone number. If we got your phone number, we got everything. Phone number gonna tell us your information.
That's on like FBI right now.
We gonna see your city. You from up LA County. We gonna run it. Anything criminal gonna pop up, and then we gonna dig.
I see.
I got a whole team. I can pull my phone open right now. I got a whole team that's all they do all day is run, pull, potential ops. Who's a potential op? Anybody they see on the internet mentioning my name in any type of disrespectful way, I look at it. I was talking to Charleston. Some of them I look at, oh, this just want me to mention him for some clout. Some of them I see, oh, you think you that guy. We expose you.
What about Clubhouse? What does that factor in with all that?
That's a code I created.
You damn near seem like the CEO of
That's the snitch cult he created.
You Clubhouse.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just took the app.
It's yours.
Yeah, you own it. He damn near seem like he's the owner.
You own it. Yeah,
So the Hunted side runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. It never shuts down. It's compiled of 15 rooms. I got a security team. It's a queen. That's her. R&B. We got...
y'all bullying people.
No, we don't. Because we be in our own space. We got spies. I got 42 spies that never talk. They won't call me. They just text me.
But what's their motivation?
Huh?
But what's their motivation? Are they trying to get favor with
You know what
Wack?
their motivation is?
Like,
You know what their motivation? Everybody want to be part of something. Everybody want to be part of something. And if
Good
they
job.
can,
Appreciate
and if
you.
they can pick and choose what they a part of, they hit me. They be like, they know, okay, Wack got 33 spies. He'll send me a slew of stuff. Can I be spy 34? This real. I pull this phone open right now. They report to me what's going on Clubhouse, who doing what on the floor. What, like Hocus 4/5, we on this bumper. If I go to my phone right now, I guarantee you they done pulled up all kind of shit on Hocus. Watch this. It's just, you look.
Say what's up, Hocus. Yeah, I fuck with Hocus too.
Listen,
I fuck with Hocus.
what I tell you.
Yeah, riding in the motherfucker.
Bro.
That's that boys' home shit.
Look, what I tell you.
Nah, that's that boys' home shit, man. That went to the boys' home.
Look, what it
as a
say?
kid.
Oh yeah.
That's his paperwork.
PDF.
Look, Hocus.
uh-oh.
Bail. Look. Look at this. We got mounds of this shit. That's one text thread. I got like 10 of these on it. So it's an operation over there.
So let me ask you this. How do a motherfucker come to Clubhouse and make money? Because that's how my whole beef with me over ain't making
But
no
no, look
goddamn
on the
money.
thing though. Now, Charleston, let me give you some game. Clubhouse, I designed to help other people make money. So I got a media team, and they sit down there. Wherever I go, they follow me. Sometime I create the content. Like lately, they've been having an old 2-year clip of me and my girl. They don't know we be in the same house. We be like, baby, let's give them some content. She'll go in there and be talking. I come in there, what you just say? And we'll just argue. Right? But they believe it. It's entertaining to the people.
Yeah.
Right? So they take it and they run with it. But guess what? My media team takes it, chops it up,
Why he
and
capping?
release it. Wack100 and White gets into it. People watch it. I got like 6, 7 people on the media.
Well,
Let me find out. Wack100 doing the couples YouTuber channel method on this shit.
Well, that's why I stopped coming
W
over there, 'cause I
Wack,
know that
boy,
I'm
old
finna
head
come
doing that.
argue with you, not make
you-
no money, have a
Stop
conversation.
over there because
Don't send the drones.
I had you figured out before you got there.
But he
You
capping.
wouldn't argue with me. Yeah. You wouldn't argue with me. I come over here to fight.
That's rule
Nigga,
one. That's rule
yeah, I come over here to
Not
fight.
engaged.
No, look, so they saying, Wack, Charleston said this, Charleston said that. Bitch, Charleston. I said, listen, I'm fighting Charleston back right now. I said, I'm gonna fight this for about 2 weeks. That's all the war. They said, when are you gonna go start fighting? I said, I'm fighting him now. Get it 2 weeks.
Art of war.
Once he said he ain't stupid, right? He didn't study me
At all.
like I studied him. If I say one word to him, that's all he needs.
It's
It's
on.
blazing.
It's on.
I had to fight him with silence. You can't fight no nigga.
I ain't been
talk,
back since.
Talk faster than you.
It's hard
Say
on
more
Clubhouse.
heinous
It's
shit.
weird.
This nigga say the most
I wanna see.
crazy.
That nigga say
Let
the
me ask you
most
this.
crazy.
You talk about like people
You know
pulling,
something?
like you putting shit out on the internet. How they get
versus
a picture
Charleston.
of you with your cheeks out though?
No, I was laying on the bed. I just, listen. So Broad come in. She did a
The only person to make Charleston really choke up. Charleston over here copping, please. He just saying that one shit, man. Nah, that nigga too gay for me. Can't fuck with that nigga. I see that nigga, I'ma knock him out. That's all he's saying. Nah, bruh, link up with him, bruh. Talk shit back, bruh. Respond, bruh.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I went over there. I hit her. You know how you slide into something and you like, she make the wrong face and you really look at what you doing. You like, you tripping? Hold on. Yeah, so I just stopped like 7, 8 minutes in, right? And when I stopped, I just start feeling like disgusting. So I'm like, let me go get in the shower. Cause wash this shit off for me. I wasn't proud of this shit. I'm like, you tripping, what the f you want? So I went and jumped in the shower, and I'm one of them dudes, bro, that I like to be served. So I'm like, I done did this with this mother hood rat. She gonna do something. Bitch, go get some lotion, come lotion my body. So I laid on the bed, and when I laid on the bed, when she went to get the lotion, she took a picture. Now, here go the thing. I don't know about y'all, but I don't walk around the room fully dressed, especially no hotel room. Right. Not with no female. Like, now it'd be different if, because it's me.
On his stomach,
anything,
Let the demons in the bazooka.
he do, they catch you outside with his shoes off, they gonna say he broke, he ain't got no shoes. So it could be some normal shit, but they gonna take it and ride with it. Now, I don't mind it because we understand the algorithm. Good, bad, the ugly. If you mentioning the shit, it don't matter to me. Now, you got me in there with a transgender or something I ain't supposed to be in there with, then it's a problem. But long as I'm in there with a female,
Yeah, it is what it is.
yeah, it is what now.
Well, I remember. You said that like
his ass was ass.
Yeah, he shaved the back of his legs or some shit.
Yeah. And the toe
never
reported
came.
to the ground. So you heard the story just said. I said, done went in the dirt, laying on his bed, and toe to the ground.
So let me ask you a question. So you just you lay in the bed. Look, so you
You know
lay
he
in your
looked at the
bed,
picture.
You just lay on your back.
Nah, just jugging that shit.
I'm just
I lay how you lay, but nigga ain't no picture. Ain't no picture floating around. Nigga with me laying like that. Yeah. Now, so at that time, that was good.
How can you breathe laying on your stomach, dog? For real. How can you breathe like that? I ain't saying, man, lay like you in a coffin, but damn.
He gonna grab it and he gotta roll
There
with
you
it.
go. Not just for me, but for a lot of people, that was at least
Y'all don't like breathing?
2 months worth of content.
Yeah, you got
That's at least 2 months worth of content. And the brown
Kinda
that
let them demons in.
did
Shit,
it,
crazy.
she had about a 6 to 9 month run of content. She just didn't know what to do, so she lost her light.
Right.
She was supposed to quit talking about him and bring it about her and her gifts and talents. So that's where a lot of people get caught up at home. They get the light, they have this momentum, and then it's only a short span.
Well, I mean, what she didn't want me to release was that, you know, when you hit that spot and she opened her mouth up, halfway back, her tongue was like gray, copper.
Oh, man.
So I was like, oh, shit.
Diddy was
So
pissing in her mouth.
all systems went off. Like, it just everything stopped working.
Where'd I park at?
Yeah, it
Start
was a
thinking
little
about
different.
other shit like.
Now, I got a question for you, though. Why you keep saying Nipsey was paying
Turn
for
off that TV,
protection?
turn it on.
Where you get that from?
You getting it
For
started?
real, like, cause
But it's
I've
on Game
never
Members?
known Nip. One thing about his movement, his team, and his brother wouldn't have went for it. I never known him to pay nobody for no protection.
His people. Yeah, I ain't gonna say the name, but his people.
So now you protecting lives.
Well,
come on, Charleston.
I don't know if they lied or not. I met them before the internet.
Do you really think?
Man, listen.
No, for real. Do you really?
Yeah. If Big U is what they say he was, there's no way he was letting.
Okay, let's do the math. One of Nipsey Hussle's mans, Fats, he about 5'3". Why? Put Big U on his pockets. You think if Nip Team feared Big U like that, a nigga raise his hand to him?
Man,
Yes or no?
all I know is from what I heard directly after the funeral and what I seen on that camera, he got killed in his own hood, in his own city, around his own friends. With word of your protection. If you ain't
Bro, that happened every day out there. He just happened
I
to be
ain't from there. I don't know.
Niggas get killed in your hood.
Not
You
like
act
that.
What?
Not like
I
that.
like that.
We just ain't you from where they just gunned this little dude down in front of his daughter? Ain't you from that area? You from Dallas Fort Worth, right?
I'm from the suburbs. I ain't from the hood.
Okay, listen.
No motherfucker hood. I ain't grew up in no
Didn't you
neighborhood.
used to gang bang?
In the boys' home.
Until you want to tell a gangster story then. But then you gangster as shit. Then you like, nah, I was in the hood. I was at grandma in the crib. I was over there with grandma and them being bad. Nah, but now you suburban. We know. Oh, we know. Trust me. It's just you be confusing your story, switching back and forth when you feel like it. Like, oh nah, I want to be gangster now. Oh nah, let me tell the truth this time. Oh nah, I'm gonna be gangster again.
And I ain't never gang bang outside the boys' home.
How old was you when you was in the
You
boys'
never
home?
gang bang.
14 to
You
21.
snitched one time,
Okay,
bro.
I'm glad you said.
You snitched one time, bro. Well, you never gang banged, bro. You were paraplegic your whole childhood. Shout out my paraplegic. But still, you had no time for gang banging. You got out the boys' home for a year. You got locked up the same year. Like, bruh, what are we talking about, bruh? What is you lying about, bruh? When you had time to be a gangster at the boy, bruh? But what? Your ass went to the mall one time. Did something to a white man. You used that whole story your whole life. Every time you want to be a gangster. Now you got more stories all of a sudden? You trying to snitch on nobody else? Come on.
Said that. So
Charles.
that means when you made that statement, you was banging.
What banging? Maybe what
Aye,
statement?
aye, aye.
So when the shot the cop,
Aye, aye,
No, I
aye.
wasn't banging.
you said you was 16.
I was 14. I was 14. We 14. We committed the murder.
So you was 14.
Look, it's we again. It's we again. Y'all go watch that Charleston White interview with Say Cheese when he admitted that it was other dude. And then it was we again. Then it was him. Then it was all of them. Then he made other dude. Then he ain't make other dude. Other dude got his own mind. And y'all listen to Charleston if y'all want to, man. He is a damn fool.
Y'all 14?
So you start banging after that?
And a liar.
In the facility.
Yo,
in the
that,
facility.
you know that don't make no sense.
It
I don't
don't.
give a what it made. I told you, I don't give a fuck what it made.
Why would you start banging after you was 16?
I was 14. I was 14. We 14. We committed the murder.
So you was 14.
Y'all 14.
So you start banging after that?
Yeah.
In the facility.
Yo,
In
that,
the facility.
You know that don't make no sense.
I don't give a what it made. I told you, I don't give a fuck what it made.
Why would you start banging after?
Because
that?
it's just like joining a fraternity.
Protection. But he was really in PC. But he trying to act like he joined the game for protection. He was in PC. My dog was about crippled as shit. He couldn't walk. He say he missing a hip to this day. He lying, y'all boys. He just got rehabilitated a couple years ago.
It was fun.
So you didn't do it for the seriousness of it?
Hell no. If I wasn't serious about nothing, the nigga didn't get visits. I did.
So
Y'all
you
just having fun.
So you never even grew up in the hood?
Never.
So you just been playing?
All the whole time.
But I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I'll kill a kid. If I get a chance, I'ma shoot. Bye, bro, I crash. Broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no rule. I will hit a list for real, nigga, get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoof, better than spoof, where I got spoof.